Okay, good evening, everyone. We're continuing with 3 minutes of Tehillim. We are beginning the book, the Sefer Revi'i of Tehillim, the fourth book of Tehillim, with Perek Tzadi, Psalm 90. This Perek we are probably familiar with, as we say it in Pesukei Zimra, in one of the additional prakim that we add on Shabbos. Tefillah l'Moshe ish ha'elokim. A tefillah, some say, was composed, as Midrashim would say, that Moshe Rabbeinu composed this, and it calls him Ish ha'elokim, the man of God. Now, last time I checked, that's a contradiction in terms. Is he a man or is he God? If you're divine, that you're not human. If you're human, you're not divine. So that seems to be a contradiction. The theme of this Perek is really contrasting the frailty and temporal existence of human existence versus the infinite and transcendent reality of God. And it feels often, you see this in the writings of many different writers, and Kafka writes about this, you see that the idea of like the trauma of a human existence, that we're just here and then we're gone, and what's the point, what's the purpose, and we can see the pettiness and the drudgery and the everyday mundane experience as really traumatic and could be overwhelming at times. And that's what is expressed in the first few psukim, the Pasuk Yud, for example. The lifespan that we live is 70 years. If you're strong, maybe 80 years. And most of them are just work and toil and sorrow. They pass by speedily and are in total darkness. So that seems to be pretty dreary, and feeling that there's just this drudgery and mundane everyday. And what's it worth anyways? But then the Perek continues, and there's this sort of this plea, this almost, it seems to be almost completely opposite, praise and asking Hashem to show us mercy, and really talks about the praise of God. And I'll just read the psukim, you'll see the total contrast. Pasuk Yud Gimel and Yud Daled. Shuvu Hashem ad Masai. Turn to Hashem. How long? V'nachem al avdecha. Show mercy to your servants. Sabenu baboker chastecha. Satisfy us in the morning with your kindness. We should sing with joy all the days of our life. Completely seems to be a non sequitur. So I think the explanation is as follows. This answers our original question. If we're just human beings, if our life is just the lifespan that we live, we're here, we're born, then we die, and that's it, then yeah, it feels like there's really no point, and it feels very banal and mundane and very uneventful, and seemingly sometimes you could see gloomy at times. But if we understand that we're Avdei Hashem, that we're connected to Nitzchias, we're connected to Hashem, we're connected to the Torah, we're connected to a story which was here before us and will continue even after us, and we're connected to Torah, which is eternity, then our life takes on a whole different meaning. We're not just living the small, limited human existence, but we're living on a transcendent level. We're living a life that is beyond just the chronology of our biological life. We're living a life that's connected to Nitzchias. And that's what I think Ish HaElokim, what Moshe Rabbeinu stands for, what he was a certain amount of life that was lived on this planet, but he was an Ish HaElokim. He transcended his own human, limited, finite existence and brought revelation to the world, brought the world to a place that it could connect with Nitzchias. He brought heaven down to earth and earth up into heaven. He was able to bring and unify the Ishiyut, the human existence that he had with the Elokim, with the divine. And that's really what it is to be a Jew, to live in this world, but be connected to a transcendent reality.